So please hold, let me see if it's actually streaming. It is not streaming. Okay, now it is. All right, let me share my screen. So I can't show you how to connect with W3 School, so I'm going to use my VS Code. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so let's assume this is your contact page, right? And I expect that I don't know, did you connect your CSS to your contact page? Please check if you have this piece of code in your contact page.
No, I don't.
Okay, so if you go to your json.html, you're going to see this particular link is equals to rel is equals to style sheet. Can you see it in your index page in your json.html?
Yes.
Okay, so copy it. You can see how I'm pressing. You can see where I'm copying it from on the screen. Copy this entire thing like this.
I've done it.
Don't break it though. So go to your contacts.html page and then paste it directly under the title document like this. Exactly where it is here. Okay, so because this is where your CSS is, all right, and of course you know what this is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is your navigation. So we want to put your navigation in that contact me page, but you know that this is only the HTML code. The CSS for this navigation bar is inside your your style.css, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so you have to, so that when you put this, because you're going to copy this one and put it in your contact me page, so that when you put it there and then you connect the CSS, it will appear like the navigation bar. So can you do that and check if the navigation bar, oh, you can't, okay, but can you do this right now? Because you've not connected it. Can you copy this link and paste it in your contact.html and also put this navigation code in your contact.html? Let's start
Yeah,
from
I
there.
already have the link in my contact.html, but how do I put the CSS one, the navigation bar?
Okay, you already have this one in your CSS, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
you already have the CSS, right? So it's very
In my
easy. Copy this
contact,
one.
yeah.
Yes, in your contacts. Very easy. Copy this from your json.html. Copy it just like that. It's the same code.
I've copied it.
Okay. So what we want to do is we want to make json.html your home page, and then we want to make your contact page contacts.html. So all you need to do, I'm sure you can see what is here, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So delete what you have here, just leave only the apostrophe mark for now, and do the same for the one in the contacts code. Does it look like this?
Wait, I'm coming. I'm trying to paste it.
Okay.
Head, body, Wait, give me a sec, please.
You're going to have to share your screen. Let me see what you're doing.
Yeah. So I should delete the JSON.html on my contact.
Yeah, share your screen, please.
Okay.
Okay, so let me see. Okay. Okay, so for the sake of me wanting to explain again, just like you did the you can remove the contact.html. I mean, it's the same thing, but I want to explain the entire process again. Yeah, so it remains only. Yeah, so it remains only yes. All right, perfect. You can stop sharing your screen. Let me share my screen. I mean, we're going to do it again, but I want to explain to you because I doubt if you remember. Stop sharing your screen. Okay. So remember when we're talking about navigations and you explained navigations as what helps you navigate the website, right? So right now we want to change this to, you can decide to change this to my profile page. My profile page. Okay, hold on. My profile page. Sorry. So this will be your profile page. This has the hi, my name is Jason, and this will have your contact. So you can leave this as contact here. So this is another what I don't think we'll have time to build a news page or maybe a game page and an about page. I mean, you can turn this to another page if you want to. So we're only focusing on the contact page and then your profile page. So what you want to happen is that when you click on this, I mean, you know how it appears on the screen. Let me go live here first. Hold on. Hold on. Because I want to explain every small detail so that you don't miss anything. Okay, so it's open. It's loading. Okay. Where did it go open? Okay, this is it. So obviously this doesn't have any styling, so I'm not surprised. Let me see if I can find styling for it. Okay, so I don't have a styling for it. Okay, but you do know how this appears. Where is it? But you know how it appears on your screen, right? You know it's just like a straight line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can't find the styling for it. So what you want to happen is that when you click on this, you want it to take you to json.html, and then when you click on contact, you want it to take you to your contact page. So what you're going to do is that you're going to link it. All right. So now the link you're going to place here is the for you it's going to be json.html here. It's going to be json.html. That's going to be the link for your JSON. So when you click on it, it's going to take you to that page. For your contact me page, what did you call your contact me file? Is it contact.html? Is that what
Yeah.
you called your file? Yeah, so it's
Yes.
going to be contact.html. Okay, so you're going to do this for both the navigation bar on your contact me page and the one on json.html. So can you do that now and let's see if it works? First of all, do you understand?
Yes.
Are you sure? Do you need me
Yes.
to explain anything? Okay, so do it
Um.
and let's see.
Okay.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Okay, so do it. You're going to do it both for your contact.html and for jc.html. If you had a news.html page or a game.html page, then we will turn this one to game.html or whatever you want, or sustainability, whatever you want. But since we're just focusing on two,
Okay, I've done that.
for both pages.
But I've done it for contact. I should do it for JSON.html.
Yes, because the navigation bar
Okay.
is also on json.html.
Okay.
So you want to be able to click on it and navigate from json.html. So when you're done, share your screen and let's check it on the browser.
Okay.
So you're saying you understand. If I tell you that you have to do a screen record showing how to link two pages together, can you do it? Because now you're telling me you understand. So I'm assuming that you understand. So share your screen when you're done. Oh, no.
I'm done.
Okay, share your screen. Let us go and check it on the browser together.
Okay. Let me just go back on this.
We're waiting for you.
Yeah, I am doing it now.
Okay. So right now, if you click on contact, it should take you to, okay, so what did you do to the styling?
I didn't do anything to this time.
Go to the contact.html. Okay. So I don't know why you kept a closing tag at the beginning of contact, at the beginning of the word contact. So please remove that closing link tag.
Say that again, please.
The closing link tag in front of contacts.
This one.
Yes, please remove it. No, that's not what I'm saying. Close that thing back. I said only the closing. Please close it back. No, closing. Yes. So remove the /a. Oh, I missed zoom. Do you see how my profile page is written? Do you notice that there is no closing link tag in front of my profile page?
This /a.
Yes, you have to remove the open bracket /a and the closing bracket. You have to remove that. Yeah, so remove the two brackets in front of it. Mm-hmm.
And the
So
same
remove
for
one more.
about page.
No, you're not supposed to remove the. Let me share my screen. Stop sharing. Let me share my screen so that you can copy directly what's on my screen. So. Okay, so do you see my screen?
Yes.
Do you see how it's so? This is what it should look like. In your own, there was a closing a tag here. There was a closing a tag here. This shouldn't be here. All right, so delete that. Okay, it's only supposed to be here because it's a link. You see this from here. This is, you know how to write a link. This is a link. So there's the opening one here, and there's a closing one here. It's just a link inside an LI. All right, so please make sure that your navigation bar is looking like this. As soon as it's looking like this, let me know.
I'm done.
Okay, so share your screen, let me see. Sorry, hold on. Okay. So the one on your, is this for your, yeah, the one on your ATM look like this. So please, let's see that one.
The one on my.
On json.html. Okay, I think that's fine. Okay, so now you can go to, let's go to your browser and see.
Like, I'm giving you a sec.
Okay, so now if you click on exact, why is it, okay, reload. So
I'm
reload the one on
clicking
your,
on.
reload it. Please just click on the contacts, please. Yes, click there first. So now reload this particular page. Okay, so now let's go back to the contact.html. Let's figure out what's wrong. Okay, so what is wrong? Yeah, so there's an extra, you can see the extra closing tag, right? Yes. Okay, so let's go and try it again. So reload the page. That should fix it. Did you save the page? Did you save the contact? Yeah, exactly. All right, so now if you click my profile page, it should take you to json.html because we've linked it. Now, if you click contact page, it should take you to your contacts. If you click about our news, it won't take you anywhere because we've not linked it to any pages, right? We've not linked it anywhere. Okay, so that's how you link pages together, and this is how you have, 2, 3, multiple pages. Do you understand?
Yes. So when I want to link the news, I have to make another HTML.
Yeah, and it doesn't necessarily have to be news. It could be something else, whatever page you want it to be. It could be a sports page, it could be a game page, whatever you want it to be. That's entirely up to you. It could be any page you want it to be. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, and so when you click on it, it will take you there. So for your contact page, you're going to build a form. I think form is the last thing on our list right now. And so we're going to learn about forms. So you can stop sharing, and I will share my screen. Okay. So hold on, I'm trying to find the form page on W3 School first. I had it somewhere here. Let me search for it again. W3 School forms. There is no form on CodeZone websites. I don't see a form. Hold on, let me see if we can mirror that. Can you see my screen? Am I sharing my screen?
No.
Okay, hold on. I thought I was. So you fully understand the concept of linking pages together, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me see. This is a footer. Okay, maybe next week we'll talk about footer. So let's talk about forms. I'm trying to, I don't see a form here.
Have you gone to the contact page?
Oh, I was about to go through one by one. Okay, so hold on.
There should also be a form on training.
Training. Okay. It's loading. This is, what page is this? No, it's not going. Why not going? Let me try training. Okay, so training is working. I don't know why contact us is not. Let me try again. Okay, so okay.
Check previous trainings and then you'll be able to see. Just click on previous.
Previous.
Nothing.
There's a broken link here, director. Oh, it's in event forms. Okay.
Yeah, so I think you can pick on any of the trainings. There should be a form to any of the trainings, even though they are past.
Okay. Okay. Aha. So this right here is a form. Okay, Jason, can you see it? So forms are used on the website to gather information. All right. So maybe you want somebody to contact you, or you don't want to give them your phone number. You want to collect their email address so that you can contact them. As you can see, just ask them to put their name, put their email, put their phone number, and so you have all this in the back end. So we are doing front end. Okay, so back end takes care of the info. So what we're just going to focus right now is on creating the form. Don't worry about whether or not you get the information, the emails or whatever. That is handled by somebody else entirely. So we're just going to concentrate on build. So we're going to build you a form like this in your contact page, and then next class we're going to have a footer. You see this entire section that is different from the page itself. It's called the footer. So let's build this form. Although your own, we're going to make it something longer so that it can fill the entire page. All right, so let's go to W3 school. I'll open this right here.
Can you go back a step and just check the forms for CodeZone, previous CodeZone? So
Okay.
yes, I think I saw one or two in the events, in the trainings. So if you back, yeah, you scroll down. Yeah, you should. I think you should be down. Saw you scrolling and I saw it.
Okay. So
You go again. If you go,
this
you
one.
should have options. Okay, that's what's a CodeZone there. Yeah, I think you should have
This okay.
a more detailed link.
Okay, this is longer.
It's even lengthier, so the content is more sort of, and you're able to have a variety of stuff to create.
Okay. So this is what we're going to do today. So when it comes to forms, there are a lot, but we're just going to stick to the basics for today so that we don't overwhelm you. Let's create a basic form. Because we don't need that. I'm sorry. Please hold on. Because I'm seeing something that's correct. Sorry, hold on. Please, can you help me on that, Jen? Please, I don't stand up. Help me on it. Thank you. Okay. So hold on. Are you busy? Can you help me go and buy? Okay. So Jason, I'm searching for a simpler method to create a form because that's W3 school. I know I have a simpler method somewhere. That's what I'm trying to search for. Because the way W3 school does it can be very, very confusing. So hopefully, I know I saved that piece of code somewhere. So let me find that somewhere in this personal files here. So if I still have that one, we use it. If not, I'll just try my best with W3 school. But you get the general idea of what a form is used for, right? And what a form looks like online.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I said yes.
Okay. Searching. Okay, found it. It is much simpler because okay. Ah, Jesus. So can you see my screen now?
No.
Please let me know if you can see my. You can see it. Hold on,
No.
share it again. Yeah, I'm starting again. All right. What about now?
Yes.
Okay. Mm. So because I want, let me try. Aha, that's what I was looking for. Okay. So let's go through it one by one first. And then, Jason, I see there. Was it the left or the rector?
Yeah.
Jason, was it the, okay, it's the rector, the left. Okay. So first thing first, the elements we use for styling form is the name form. Okay. It's the name. It's just like this.
Okay.
Okay. Let me make this bigger. Let me make this bigger for you so that you can see. All right. So that's the first thing you want to do. You want to put the opening tag and then the closing tag for form, just like this, right? So if you notice, when it comes to form, you have this, you have kind of like, I mean, this box here is the form. The major form itself are these boxes, because this is where you input your answers. Sorry, excuse me. Because this is where you input your answers, right? So this name, this thing that you see here, this name, email, message, they are all called labels. All right. So you know that this name is for this label here is for this here, is for this form here. So you know that here you're supposed to put your name, right?
Yes.
You can see the form is even prompting you to put exactly. So the first thing you want to do is to write down the label for whatever form. So we're also creating a name and an email form. So the first thing you want to do is to write your label. All right, and that's what you see. Sorry. So after your form, sorry, what is going on? Sorry, it's reloading. Sorry, W3 school is reloading again.
Okay.
Okay. So let us go. Are you hearing me? Are you? Because I can hear sounds where you are.
No, it's in the background.
Yeah. Oh no, that's not what I'm trying to do. Sorry, hold on. Because I want to show you. Okay, this is the one I'm using now. This is the one from HTML. Okay. Okay, so this is what I want to use now. All right, so let me copy my own style. So just hold on, you understand what I'm doing very soon. Why is everything just taking 4 years to start? Okay, so I paste it here. Okay, so this is easier. It's way easier. All right. So the first thing you want to do is to start. You have to first do the label. This first name you're saying, and so that place is called a label. Yeah. Because it's labeling what each box is meant for. All right. So the first thing, you open the bracket for the label. Sorry, hold on. Okay, director is not still back. So you open a bracket for the label, as you can see here, label. So you have to say what the label is for. It's for name. All right. So that even the browser, and that's why if you go to the site, because the browser realizes that, oh, this place is for a name tag, you see, it tries to put a name. I mean, I filled so many forms on my laptop, it now recognizes my name. So if you filled forms on website on your laptop, the browser will recognize that, okay, every time she's filling a form on the browser, she always puts this particular characters, these particular letters as a name. So you can see the browser is recognizing that this, because you've already put it here, that this is for a name. We're still going to draw. I mean, if I load this and if I run this, let me run this now. So all you see here is a name, right? And that is what you have here. So it's like a label for the form that is going to come after. So the next thing you want to do, you now want to create the form box. You understand this? You understand this, yeah?
Yeah.
Open the bracket, label for name, and of course you write the title of that label to be name, and then you close it. And now create the form itself, we use something called inputs.
Okay.
Okay, it's called
Mm-hmm.
inputs. All right. So this required is just maybe you want to make sure that you want to let the sure, let me see what it does. Let me first explain this entire thing. Okay, so now input is what we use for the form box itself. Label is for the name on top of the input, on top of the form, and the input is the name of the form. Now we have different type of inputs. We have this type is text type. So what this means is that you're going to type a text inside.
Okay.
Okay. So if you let's check the different type of input types that are there so that you understand. Let's check the type of input types that are there. So this is a type of input type that are there. There is text. Let us see what radio looks like. Input type radio. What does input type radio do? Because right is for text, and that means you're going to put a text in it. And the ID, you must always give it the ID. So the ID for this is name. If it were to be email, the ID will be email. Something for the browser to identify that okay, this is for email. And of course, you also have to give it a name. So these are just like rules. Okay. If it was email too, it would be a type text. It would be a type text because email is also a text. The ID would be email and the name would be email. But for here, the name is name. So this required simply means the browser. It simply means that the browser will tell whoever is trying to fill the form that this is a required field. This is a required. You can also take it out. It's not that important. Let's take it out. Yeah. But it just means that the browser will let the person know that this is so this is what is showing now. And you can see if you try to type, this is an input text. You can type in text inside here. So if we're doing an input type radio, let's assume we're doing an input type radio. If I run this, what you have is that you have a multitude of you have options. Do you understand? It's like a let me see what I can do. Um, so you can see, and then you have to write things here. Okay, but we're not going to go into all of that right now. But this is something you can check like this, or you check. I'm sure you've seen forms where you can check something like this,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
It will have some wordings in front of it, but we're not doing. What did you say?
I
It's
said
the one
yeah.
here. I want to see. I know. I want to see if I want to see. Okay, so you understand. I don't need to do more explanation, right? All right, no problem. Because I wanted to explain how this radio works. Where is it? Yes, I need to go and format the system. I want to show how this radio. So it will definitely have some write up here. It might say maybe this was cars. Maybe this name here was cars, and then I have Mercedes, I have BMW, and I have Audi. So I'm like, okay, choose one. Then you can choose like this. So they use radio to do that kind of input type text. So that type of input text that we have, okay, well, this is for text. So that type of input text that we have is password. Now this is what the password one looks like. If I don't know if you've tried signing into text and so you just type it and it shows normally, right? But when you want to type a password, you see that it's hidden, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
So for instance, now if I'm trying to log into Facebook and I say my username is Toha, right? And I say okay, and they ask about my password. As soon as I try to start typing my password, you can see it's hidden, right? Because the browser realized that okay, this is a secretive information. Okay, so don't show it out. So we text password for it. You can see it here.
Yeah.
You can see here. See, this is for. It's even telling me to save. So you can see the input type text is for username here, and then you can see they also have a label for password, and then they have an input type text for password. So that's that about password. All right.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. This computer is. That's for password. We also have for the submit. So input type submit is just basically for submit buttons on forms. It's just mainly for submit buttons on forms. I mean, if you check here, this is a submit button, and you can see it. This is how it's written. It's not like your normal. It's still like your normal button. It's like your normal button, but now the browser realizes that this type of button is submit. You're submitting an information. You're not just clicking. So please, are you doing something? Because I can hear noises in your background.
I'm not doing anything. It's just the bank one.
Okay. So please, maybe. All right, don't worry. So for the input type submit is what you use for your submit button all the time. Anytime after you've created a form, all forms have submit button. Every time you create the button, make sure you put a type submit so that the browser understands that, oh, okay, this is for submission. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so let's move to the next one. Oh my God. Let's move to the next one. This laptop will not let me be great today. What are we doing here? This is for submit. Okay, so another one that we have is the reset. Okay, but do you really need to know the reset? Let's check it. The reset. I hope I've not deleted what I was using to teach, because that would just be awesome. Ugh. Is this a network thing? Hold on. Hold on. So I don't know if it's network or if it's W3 School themselves. So it's loading. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, we're fine. So this is for the reset is loading. All right. The input reset defines a reset button that resets all the form. Okay, so let's assume you've pasted your name like this, and then you've pasted your last name like this, and then you submit it. Do you understand? That's what the reset button is for. So that person can. It's not something that important, to be very honest. So you can just skip that part. You can really skip that part. So another type of input button is for you how it is or how it works. So the input button, right? Exactly. So this is how you use the radio button. Sorry. I don't know why they are jam packing all this code. So after you've written your form, I have written your input type radio um, ID HTML. Okay, so you put the input, you put the type as radio. You write the ID as HTML because you can see here it is going to be HTML. So the name will be the favorite language. See all this ID and name, you can give it whatever value you want to. That's up to you. Okay, so for here, this ID, they give it HTML, the same name as the language they are talking about. And now what's the name of the entire thing you're doing? You're trying to figure out the favorite coding language. And that's why you have favorite coding language. And the value is HTML. So you now have to put a label for you to actually see the things in front of it, and then you cannot select one. All right. So I just want you to know that there is something like this, but you don't necessarily need to worry about that at your level. But I just want you to know. So there's also something called a checklist. So you can, check out all this input type in your free time. We can't go through all of them now. But so we are just building normal, what's it called? We're just building a normal page. Okay. So let's go back to what we're building. And so, let's delete this. So we have the input type here should be text for our name. Here should be text. Sorry, what's doing this thing? It should be text. So we have an ID of name. Oh, sorry. We have an ID of name and we have a name of name. So there's also another we call it element. It's a property called value. All right. So what value actually does is it just makes your form more explanatory. For instance, if you go to certain forms, I'm sure you'd have seen things like this. So I'm going to put a first name here inside this value, so that when people come here, it reflects that, oh, this place, so this is exactly what I want you to put. Put a first name. Maybe your first name is Olamide, right? Sorry, why are you writing there? Jason, can you hear me? Jason, you're mute if you're talking.
Yes. It's because of the background.
Okay.
That's why I'm muting.
Oh, okay. Well, I need verbal feedbacks from you to be sure that you understand what I'm saying. So don't worry, just stay on mute because I need to know that you understand. So this value I just kept here is just basically, you see how it appears. So if somebody comes here, somebody will understand that, oh, they want me. Maybe you missed that. I want them to be a name. Okay, this is not for first name. This is for one name. If we're doing first name and second name, that's one. But since we're doing full name, you can say Olamide Majekodunmi. Majekodunmi. I hope I spelled that right. So if I run this, that's what's going to be there. So if somebody comes here, right? If somebody comes here and wants to, so the person has to delete this and then type his name. Do you understand? And type his name. But it's just, to me, it's very unnecessary. But there are some forms that do that just give you a guideline that this is what they expect from you. This is what they expect from you. Do you understand? So, but I mean, most people on the web are educated, so when they see name, they know what to put there. All right, so you can just leave it like that. So now we've created the field for form. Now let us create the one for email. All right, very pretty much easy. So you have the label. You have to first create the label. Label. I don't know why it keeps going down. I really don't know why. Okay, so let me do something. So you have the label for. Now this one is going to be for email. All right, this is email. It is going to, you can close it and now write your email. Just put a colon because you want it to be colon, and then you close the label. All right, pretty easy, just like this first one here for name. The same is for label. I hope you are paying attention because this will be your assignment for label. So now if I run this, now I have the now I have the label for email. So now I have to also create the box for email. It's pretty much the same as the text box. I mean, you just have to change it from email to from name to email. Pretty much the same code here. Okay, and then it becomes this. Okay, it's still a type. It's still an input type text. So here is going to be an email, and here is also going to be an email. Okay. Yeah. So if I run this, oh, this laptop will not allow me to be great today. Oh, I think I did something wrong. Yeah, no wonder. This was a mistake. So now if I run this, we have the option for email. Capish? So let's just make it look like this. Let's make it, oh, this is first name, this is last name. Okay, so let's do a first name, a last name, and an email. Let's do that. And then we can give it John Doe like this. So we're going to change this to first name. First name. So here you can just then turn this to F name so that the browser has a better, you can just turn it to F name. All right, so that's the first name. So here will also be F name. Here will also be F name. Okay, so now let's do for the last name. It's the same process. So I'm just going to copy it and change everything about first name to last name. It's the same process. Okay, so I'm just going to put this right name. So this is going to be last name, last name, last name. Okay, here is going to also be last name, last name. So we're going to put a value of John Doe. Value is equal to, so the first name could be John, and then the last name could be, oh, mistake. Doe. So when people come, they just edit it on the side, John Doe. All right, and then we have an email for, we have a label and an email, and a label and a type, a box for email. So if I run this, this is it, voila. All right, so there's so much that you can add. All right, so your assignment is that you're going to build, you can see this particular form. All right, I'll give you the link to this page. So you're going to recreate all of this. Okay, you're going to recreate it. You can see this MDDYY. This is just the value that was inside. This is just the value. All right, so but then we're going to make ours a bit more fancier. Okay, we're going to make it a bit more fancier. Fancier, so that it looks, hold on, let me copy this again. We bring it back again. I hope you're following.
Yes.
Okay, if you say so. Okay, so if I run this, you see, so now the page is in the middle. Oh, I didn't put a submit button. Very simple. This is let me see. Let me see. Okay, this one just has a name and an email. So you can decide if you want yours to have first name, second name. This one just has a name and an email. This one here has first name, last name. It's all is entirely up to you. All right. Let me put the submit button. Let me put, so a submit button will just be, button. It will have a type submit, and then you close the button. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to style it to make sure that the button turns green. To ensure that the button turns green. So I put a button at the end here. Okay, so they've even styled it here. All right, so I'm just going to remove it and I'll show you how to style this later. So if I run this, the button will just be ordinary until I add a styling for the button. And for you already have a styling for your button. So you're just going to put that styling. You're just going to leave it. You sure you don't even need to put any styling for your button. As long as there is a styling for your button in your CSS right now, you don't need to put any styling for the button. Just leave it like that. All right. So, but I'm going to show you how to shift it to the middle. And let me show you a very nice form that you will like. Let me show you a nice form. Jolly flower. Hold on. I hope he's here. Let me show you what a nice. Oh, okay. Okay. Do you see how nice this button looks? This is how it looks. So there is a border around the form. I honestly don't even know what this. There's a border around the form, and then the input is also styled in a certain way. So very easy. Okay, so you're going to have a H1 on your page. You're going to, yes. What is the, if you check your CSS, what is the heading property that has a font of 64? Please check your CSS. I don't know if it's H2 or H3. One of them has a a font size of 64. What is it? Check it and tell me. Okay, so I'm
What
going
did
to
you
charge
say?
this. What? You need me to repeat what I said?
Yes, please.
Do you need me to repeat what I said?
Yes, please.
So just hold on. I'm trying to go and charge this. Just hold on. I don't want it to die. Good morning. Okay, let me sit down here. So Jason, hold on. I thought I'd be able to finish this class before this one died. I said there is a heading in your CSS that has a font size of 64. Can you check your
Yeah.
CSS and tell me if it's your H2 or your H3?
Of 64. Did
Yeah,
you say
60
of
something. I can't remember. Is it your H2 or your H1?
H2?
Yeah. So
H2.
what you're going to do is that you're going to write, yes, I heard you. Thank you. So for your contact page, this is what you're going to do. So for your contact page, after you have, after your, and this is your assignment, after you have written under your navigation bar like that, you're going to have a H2, okay? And the H2 is going to say, let's get in touch. It's going to say, let's get in touch. Okay, in touch. And after your H2, you're going to have your forms. And exactly, and then you do the rest. All right. But let me tell you how to style a form. Let's turn it to something like this. Let's go from this to this. All right. So the first thing, you already have a color. You're using black for your button, so you don't need to follow this process. All right. You can just leave your button like that. Like I said, you already have a styling for your button. So very good. So the first thing you want to do, you don't need a styling. Let me see. Styling, am I going to copy? All right, cool. So you see this thing I'm doing here, this style, please don't make a mistake. It's going to be in your CSS. Don't put it at in the same page as your HTML. The only reason why I'm putting it here is because you can see there's no external CSS file for me here. There is no external CSS file, so that's why I'm putting it here. But in your own, after you have written your HTML like this, okay? After you have written your HTML and your form like this, all right? Your style should go and, in short, you know what? Let me just do it here. Okay, don't worry. I'll do it here when I'm done. Not a problem. I'll do it here so you understand. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, if you look at this right here, you see that there is a border around the form. There is a border. So we're going to put a border there. Okay, so we're going to select the form. Hold on. Okay. So we're going to select the form, and then we're going to put the border around it. We're going to put the border. Okay, it's going to be 1px solid black. All right, I'm going to close this, and now we're going to run it and see how it looks. So if I run it, now there's a border surrounding it. Oh wow, just change how it looks. Okay, we're working on it, but first of all, that's a border there. The next thing we want to do, okay, you want to select the label and the input type. All right, you want to select those two, just like this. You're going to select, is this not going to be too much? Anyway, just attempt it. We're going to select the label, because you see this first name, John. This first name is the label. This last name is the label. This John is the input. This yeah, this is also the input. The email too is the input. So now they are displaying inline. They're not supposed to display inline. When something is displaying inline, it means they are doing side by side. But what you want them to display is on top of each other, and that's a block display. So we're going to select the label and the index, the label and then the inputs. Okay, and you're going to tell the browser to display them block. Display block. Okay, so if I run this, see now they are displayed block, right? Now they're on top of each other. They're not still where I want them to be, but yes. So now you can see that there is no padding. They are too close to the border. You're going to put a padding inside the form. The form is too close to the border, so let's put a padding inside the form. Okay. So we're going to put the padding. Just hold on, so I don't confuse you. Have I confused you? Do you have any question?
No.
Jason?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I run this, now you see that there is a padding inside. But we also need space in between these elements here. So I'm going to put a margin, because they are two joined together. I'm going to put a margin. So in the event that you cannot style it like this, then just do a normal form. Okay, I won't fault you if you cannot style it like this, because this is quite advanced. So I will not fault you if you cannot. Okay. So we're going to put I don't stop that brush slipper. So we're going to put a margin here of 10px. 10px. Okay. So now there's spacing between all of them. You can see. Cool. All right. So what next do you want to do? We also want to make this form we want to make the form very big. You can see it here. You can see how wide it is. So we're going to give it, I'm going to give it a width of 400. Like I said, if you cannot design it like this, just leave it. So if I check, 400 is too small, I'll give it 800. Okay, so now the form itself is big. See, the form itself is big, but this input type and everything is not big. So we're also going to give that a width of 400. Anyway, you can always go and watch this video again because this class is being recorded. Oh, let's give it 800. So now see how long it is. You can also give it a height. You can increase the height. Jason, are you sure you're understanding?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I'll take it if you say so. Oh my God. 400 is too much. Okay, let's make it 100. 100 is still too much. Let's make it 50. Okay. So the thing is that for this height, I only need the input, the box itself, to be high. Because right now, this 50, this height is applying to, is also applying to the label, and I don't want that. That's why you're seeing this space like that. I don't want that. All right. So I'm just going to have to select the input by itself and input, and then I have to give it. Is it the input? Yes. I have to give it a height of 50 px, and then also I have to give it border radius because I want to make sure that these corners. I mean, if I do like this, see, it is now, you know, it's now longer. You can see the height has increased. Now let's give it a border radius to make the corners rounded. Border radius of 10 px. Okay. See, and now it's rounded. Okay, so hold on. Sorry. So like I said, if you cannot do all this styling, just do a normal form. I would take that. So this laptop is not going to let me be great today. So you see, so I don't like how this submit button is doing. Okay. I decided to remove the margin on the form. So I don't like where the submit button is staying at all. It's just like it's looking like an afterthought. Yeah, 02. So if I run this, okay. Apparently I've not removed all of them. Okay, these ones, they have a color set. I decided I want the color to be different. You can give the boxes a different color if you want to. I make color gray. Yeah. If I run this, doesn't even look much different. Okay, I spelled the color wrongly. There's no U in color. Okay, I don't know if that is reflecting. Let me try another color if it's actually reflecting. Oh, okay, it's the color on the inside. Oh, this would be border color. Sorry, that would be the border color. Border color. Border color would be gray or blue. So you can give it whatever color you want. All right. So for the submit button, because you already have a submit button, you can't just use button. Instead, you have to use how do I do this now? Form button. You have to let the browser know that you're talking about the button. That's if you want to change the button or if you want to change the styling of your own. It's not necessary, you know. So let me see, margin left 20 px. Hopefully that works. Okay, so let's give it 15. You know what, let's even do the entire margin, both side and top margin. So I'm going to give it a margin top of I'm going to give it 10, 10, 10. Jason, are you understanding?
Yes.
I highly doubt that. But I know that I have showed you the only thing you bring for me. I will gladly take it. Can I decide to have a color, background color, color. In short, let me go and copy stuff. Because I want to be thinking of style right now. Okay, so this is a button. Oh, sweet Jesus. So do you have any questions?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, so let me show you again what your assignment would be. If you can style your form like this, I would be look like this. If you can just build a normal form, I would be happy as well. I do not like this margin. How long have I been muted? Hello? Hello? Jason? Jason?